Hi, Craig. I'm Rocky Laverty. I'm the CEO of Farmer Brothers Coffee, which is a national food service distributor and roaster of coffee products. I'm drinking some here this morning. We just spent 3.5 days with aPathways and Craig addressing some of the issues that had arisen in our company as a result of a large merger between our company and our largest competitor, Superior Coffee from Chicago. And during the past 2 years, we've been integrating these companies, and one thing after another has led to this being perhaps the most difficult process that I've ever experienced. And the thing that was most difficult was not the technical aspects of the integration or the product aspects or the physical location aspects of the integration. The most difficult thing of this integration was the people. We brought together cultures from legacy Farmer Brothers, from legacy Sara Lee, which was the company we bought Superior Coffee from. We brought new people into the mix from other companies. And we'd made another acquisition about 3 years ago of a company in Portland, Oregon that had its own culture and its own focus and personality. As a leader and having gone through this before, I had never been through it on the scale that we were confronted with during this process. As a result, despite our best efforts, and believe me, we spent a lot of time on the organizational aspects and getting people together and developing teams, but it seemed like at the end of 2 years, especially with some of the performance lagging our objectives, it seemed like the entire effort of my day and my focus was in resolving conflicts between other members of the team. And all the time I'm spent resolving conflicts is not spent on forward-looking, growing the business, developing the benefits, the synergies of our efforts and our investment in putting these two companies together. Finally, after months of frustration and we recognized that we were in a situation where if we didn't do something, that there was a good chance that the management team, not the company, but the management team was going to splinter permanently. So based on some recommendations from our HR professional, we hired Craig and aPathways to put together a 3.5-day program to address that specific issue. How can we as a leadership team come together and address our business issues? So it was less about a team building feel good than it was about, is this team appropriate? Can they work together? Can we find some techniques that will allow them to bring their true talents to the business and avoid the conflict and avoid the distractions that were limiting our ability to proceed. We've just finished the 3 days. We have a half day left, and based on the feedback I've gotten from my team, this was the best experience that any of them have ever had in a similar situation to this. Almost immediately, the issues that were driving us apart, the issues that I was spending time on every day, disappeared. And not so much that they disappeared, but they were recognized as unimportant. And as the group focused on what was important and how as a group we could bring different talents and expertise and ability to solving those problems, we, over the course of the 3 days, the petty issues, they became not only unimportant, they disappeared. By the end of the 3 days, the team is singularly focused. It's ready to tackle the challenges we have, and we have challenges like any business. But I feel better today than over the last 2 years about our ability to succeed. And it's not because, again, that it's a feel-good. It's because I think the resources are now focused on doing what they need to do to be successful, and not focused on who's doing what to whom and who's arguing with whom about what issue, and all lining up at my door to have me resolve this for them. So I can't describe enough how the tenor of the environment has changed in 3.5 days. Now, we all recognize, and this is part of why we chose the aPathways solution, that a 3.5-day effort to turn the management team around, if nothing else was then done or followed through on, would dissipate probably fairly quickly. So we've all committed to the aPathways process over the next 24 weeks to ensure that the tools that we've begun to learn and the vocabulary that we've begun to use, and a vocabulary that represents unity and unity of purpose and unity of team, will carry forward. You know, as I leave here today at the end of a 3.5-day process, I'm more optimistic, frankly, than I've been in several months about our ability to achieve our objectives, to complete the integration of the acquisition, and to complete it in a way that we're a much stronger company going forward. So I appreciate everything that's been done. It's been terrific. I would highly recommend it to anyone facing similar challenges in a role such as mine. And we're really looking forward to the outcome and seeing how we can look back a year, 2 years, 3 years from today and feel like this was the starting point of something great.
Thank you, Rick.